This video is about breakouts and our puck movement from our last two games we played. I took out 23 different breakout clips. I'm not going to show them all in here, but out of those 23, we only had 2 or 3 times where we exited the zone cleanly, we hit the tape, and we really broke out properly. So we've got to get that number up. We have to have it at least to the point where half of the time that we're going for a breakout, we execute and we get out of our zone. We're way too stuck in our own zone right now, and playing hockey in our own zone, we obviously can't score goals from there, and it makes it really hard to win games. So this is the primary focus for us right now as a team. This starts with puck movement, and we talked about this in practice again, but every single pass matters. Every pass you do in practice is training yourself for doing it properly in a game, and needs to be done tape to tape, hard, early, and right flat along the ice. Okay? The other part of that is support. So the guys who don't have the puck need to be in the right areas supporting where that puck is at all times. And the quicker we can learn to get into those right spots, the easier it is for the guys who have the puck to move it to those right spots. So this video will show a couple different of those things from each. And the final part of this is talking. If you talk to each other out there, it makes it so much easier. If you call for that puck when you want it and when you're open, it makes it much easier for the guy to move it. So we'll get started on this clip. This clip, puck's down here, and I'm going to be talking to the offside winger about what we're doing. Firstly, we get control. Our other winger's in the right spot. He's nice and low, and we move that puck early and hard. Here's the adjustment we're going to make, and we've talked about this the last few games as well. This winger, your new job is to stay wide, not come through the middle. Right? When we come through the middle, if that puck was to go up here right now, this guy would step up, or this guy would step up and poke it off your stick before you could do anything. If it was Bantam, they'd step up and try and crank you as best they could. So even if you do get that puck, it's unlikely that we're going to beat 2 of their defensemen here. So if we look at this picture and we look at all the open space, we would rather have this winger over here so that we can go across the ice this way and he can fire down the ice with some speed. Then this guy has to move over and try and check him. What I want is us on our side of the ice, so when we're breaking out, wingers stay on your half of the ice, unless the centerman who's coming through for some reason is over here. Then you take his job, come through, and then he takes your job and stays over here, but that's another situation. So we've got our center coming through. This guy should be coming up the ice this way. And the last part is even with the puck. What even with the puck means is you're not ahead of it. If I'm up here, I'm ahead of that puck. If the puck's right there, I'm right about here. That means I'm even with it. Now, in a situation like this, you want to read it and look for the holes. So we could be right up here, and that would be just fine for that pass. But if you're too far ahead, like Nikolai is here, then you're getting that puck on a bad angle, and it's easy for them to poke off. So there'll be a couple more clips of this in different areas, and you guys should get the hang of it pretty soon. Okay, we're into that Langley game. I'm going to start this one in slow-mo and try and get through it pretty quick. Dylan's going back for the puck. Now here's what I want. So anytime our D goes back to the puck, if he's got room like this, his primary objective is to get behind the net. Our other D's objective is to get in front of the net right here on that post in case something bad happens and the puck comes back to our net. When Dylan's going around behind, Ryan needs to stay in front and then be an option the other side for a reverse if he needs it. But Dylan needs to know that he can skate this out and he's got time, that there's nobody coming the other side. So our goalie and our other defenseman need to let him know that. Instead, Dylan doesn't use the net to skate around. Ryan goes out this way for a pass and Dylan makes a move around him. It still works here, but now we're on the side where their forecheck already is, and it's harder for us to break out. If we come around that net and then make a pass right up here, nice and quick, their whole forecheck is coming in this way and now has to get all the way across the ice, and that makes it easier for us to break out. Right here, we go up the wall, and we end up skating it out, but we lose control right there, and it goes back to the other team. Here's an example of one that was good. Right here we come in, chip the puck because the guy's on us. We get a middle lane driving through. Puck goes to the middle for support. and we don't end up with a scoring chance, but that's pretty good puck movement. Okay, here's another one where we could move the puck a little bit quicker. Will's open, he needs that puck now. Takes a little while to get into him. Pass gets bobbled and it's poked off of our stick. If I back that up again, look where our right winger is, right? He needs to be somewhere out this way so that we can put that puck through. If he got that puck right now, it would just get poke checked off of his stick. So being up here is not a good solution. We need to come up with the puck, in line with the puck, and a little bit wider. Here's a pretty well executed breakout. We come around the net, make that pass early, get a little chip going, and look at our right winger. So this is what I want you to see. He's in line here. There's a passing angle for him to get that puck. Now as we go forward, Grant cuts into the middle a little bit here. I actually want to see him staying a little bit wider in this situation, because when that puck comes through, if he gets it and he's outside of this defenseman, he's going to go in on a breakaway on his own. But by cutting into the middle and then getting that puck, he puts himself right in front of the defenseman instead. So he gets control here and still ends up getting a good chance out of it, but we'd prefer a breakaway every time. This one's off of a face-off here. We win it back, and this is what I want you guys to know. As soon as we have control of that puck or we win that puck back, this winger's job, the far winger, is to get out to those hash marks and pivot facing the play. Okay, that's your job. That should be instantly in your head. Otherwise, this happens. Right, we come around the net. We want to make that pass early, but we're not facing the right way, and we're not opened up. We end up losing the puck, and they get a scoring chance out of it. So here's a regroup chance, and this clip is for the D. This is what I want to see. When we win that puck back and we go back, if Alex has the puck here, where is our other D supposed to be? Down either even with him or even a little bit behind him for that hinge play. So we want to go D to D here, and we do, but our other D is up high like this. So now when he receives the puck, he's not looking up the ice, and he can't see where the pressure is coming, so he has to protect it. He also can't see where his passing options are. If he was in here instead, that puck would be right on his forehand, and he would already be looking up the ice, and he'd be able to make a pass to the middle or glide back a little bit and make a play up the wall. But this situation here, he can't see his options. So that puck comes to him, and his only real option is to chip it, but we end up chipping it right into traffic. There's more of their guys there, and we lose control of that puck again. Make sure when you guys are supporting the D, if one D is here with the puck, the other D is somewhere around here. So we can go across, and then this guy needs to back up. We can go back across. This guy needs to back up, and so on if we need to. All right, wingers, here's a clip of why we come so low for those breakouts, right? We make a good pass early, right down low. Our winger's below the hash marks here, but look how far their D-man comes down to challenge, right? All the way down here to attack. Here's the good news. If he comes that far down to attack, and we get control of that puck, and we'll be working on this in practice soon, all we need to do is a little chip play off the boards or quick chip to the middle, and our center and this winger are now on a 2-on-1 all the way down the ice on this one defenseman, which is a great position to be in. So if they're going to pinch, we'll react and we'll chip it. Here's what happens when we don't pass that puck early, right? We get a player coming around the net, our winger's out, and he's pivoting just like he should. We should move that puck. We don't, and now it's not open anymore, and they get the puck instead, right? That pass should happen right here, nice and quick on his tape. Then he has all of this room to skate out with that puck. Defense, here's a good D to D pass, but the key is we got to keep our feet moving backwards here. So that puck goes over, it jumps a little bit off Charlie's stick, and our forwards are not back and ready for him. This is what I want to see differently. If that puck doesn't bobble off his stick, obviously he's got to go forward now because it does. But if he can receive that puck and keep his feet moving back a little bit, Ryan keeps going back here, and if our forwards aren't ready for that pass, right, we can't even see them on the screen right now, then we just pass back to Ryan, and then we go up, right? Instead, our forwards aren't ready. We go forward at this guy who's coming at us to check us, and now we have to move the puck a little bit before we're ready, and it goes to the other team.